So I'm here today to help you out with a real problem, which is what if you are 40 or 50 or 60 or 70 years old and you realize, I want to have a relationship with a woman, or I at least want to try having sex with a woman, and you have no idea how to go about it. Like, let's say you're kind of a serious minded person, you're not a big drinker. Maybe you were in your younger days, but it's not what your life is about now. You don't want to just do something wild and crazy. You want to do something meaningful and real, and you want to connect with another woman who's in a similar place. Let's say maybe somebody else who's just having sex with a woman for the first time. Or maybe you'd rather connect with a woman who has been a lesbian, has been a woman loving women for a while, years, decades even, who can kind of show you the ropes, but who will really accept you as you are. So you don't have to pretend anything. You don't have to fake anything. Like, who wants to fake anything, right? If you wanted to keep faking stuff, you would just stay with men. I think for most women who want to have a first lesbian experience, it's about being real. It's about being authentic. It's like discovering new aspects of yourself, living out more of who you really are. And yet it can feel almost impossible to figure out, how do you get from here to there? For women interacting in the regular mainstream world, men come on to us all the time, right? So if you were a woman who wanted to have a first experience with a man, or a 100th experience with a man, or a first experience with 100th man, it would not be difficult to figure out how to do it, right? It's like most of the time we just have to ward men off. They're everywhere. They're asking for our numbers, they're saying something about our appearance. But interacting with women is a whole different thing, partly because women are socialized differently, partly because women have had so much crap that we've had to put up with from the male world. So most of us, the last thing in the world we want to do is assault another woman that way. So it can feel really challenging. Let's say you're walking around, even if you're going to women's spaces, even lesbian spaces, how do you let somebody know, like, hey, I'm here to have an experience. I'm open. I'm interested. Like, approach me, please. Or even if you approach somebody else, how can you let them know what you're interested in? And how can you do it in a way that is actually smart for your heart, right? Because honestly, a lot of what happens to women who are coming out later in life or questioning their sexuality later in life is that it's so new and it's so scary that they end up falling madly in love with somebody and just, getting deeply involved right away. And it's thrilling, but often it leads to heartbreak. There's a phrase in the coming out later in life community where they call that a catalyst relationship, because those relationships can be incredibly catalytic. It's like, oh my God, you didn't know how to get from here to there, and that now not only have you left here, but you've gone like a million miles away. But it often doesn't last. And so when one of those catalyst relationship ends, you can be left really shattered. Like, how do I even pick myself up from the ground here? And maybe you've come out to everybody in your life, you've told them, I'm a lesbian now, I'm with this person, and then this person leaves, breaks your heart, or the relationship with them just becomes impossible. It's excruciating. So if that has happened to you, I want you to know there's help for you in the Conscious Girlfriend Academy. But if you're somebody kind of moving along this journey in a more prudent way, there's also help for you, because it doesn't have to happen in an explosion. There's actually a way to proceed toward having your first lesbian experience in a way that is really taking good care of your heart, honoring all of who you are, all of the life lessons you've learned in your 40, 50, 60, 70 years on the planet, however long it's been. We have so many women in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, in the Conscious Girlfriend Academy, learning how to do this thing right. How to prevent heartbreak, how to date wisely, how to love well. There are a whole lot of things to learn about how to date women and be close to women and be sexual with women that are really different than what we experience as women with men. And where are you supposed to learn this stuff, right? Well, here is where you get to learn this stuff in the Conscious Girlfriend Academy. So if you can relate to any of what I've just said, or you're just curious, I'm so glad you're here, because the Conscious Girlfriend Academy is the world's leading resource helping women who love women, whether you identify as lesbian, queer, gay, bisexual, pansexual, or you're literally just curious and questioning. This is the community, the open-hearted, conscious, intelligent, compassionate community with the world-class education that can get you oriented to your new life, your new self, how you want to do this thing in a way that really works for you, makes sense for you, how you can satisfy your curiosity, and so much more, because you just might be on your way to the best sex and the best love of your life if you do it right. So we've got classes, we've got skill building labs, we've got group coaching to support you. We've got an incredibly warm-hearted group of women who will be your companions on the journey. So I'm so glad you're here, and I look forward to seeing you in a class or gathering very soon in the Conscious Girlfriend Academy.